Today is one of those few days where I have a clear Burj Khalifa skyline view and I have a Burj Al Arab view. So from that side, we can see it's beautiful. I mean, some days only I get this clear view. So this is a beautiful skyline view, but let's stick to topic. So today's topic is avoid these three mistakes before investing into Dubai real estate. It's not the typical mistakes that you can think of or you've heard of. Mistake number one, and this is especially when it comes to Dubai, it's a buyer's market, a lot of aggressive sales happening, so you need to avoid these mistakes. Mistake number one, renderings. Now, there is so much, see, marketing is the only tool, right? Everyone understands that now you can make money in Dubai. Marketing is the tool, the most powerful tool where you can influence anybody's decision. But you need to look through those renderings and understand what is reality. For example, and of course it's Dubai, so people can't put anything unreal or fake, but they can hype reality. For example, a lagoon. A lagoon is not the beach. So sometimes people use terms like waterfront living, and they post these beautiful pictures of like Monaco and France and European countries where in reality it's just a lagoon. So so what questions do you ask? You need to understand, okay, what's the width of the lagoon, who's developing the lagoon, when is the lagoon being handled over, what's the maintenance of the lagoon? Do you understand? So very powerful hyped marketing material. And this is just one example. Lagoon is one example. I've seen some communities. The other day I saw this building. It brings to my second point. There are some words. Tallest building in this location. So the other day I saw this rendering. So tallest building in Dubai Marina. I don't want to name the developer, but when you understand the location, you've got the previous tallest building right behind. So the way they posted the picture, they made all the buildings sort of invisible and they just gave the view of the whole of the palm. Where in reality, right behind this building is the previous tallest building, which is about 101 floors. That means anyone who invested in any of those properties have been fooled, because you don't want to face another building, right? And it's not cheap either. And so probably the ones that are going to be on a very high floor that could actually have a phenomenal view, the price is going to be unbelievable. So these are the points. So renderings. Point number one, renderings. Don't fall for the renderings. Do your due diligence. Ask questions. Be 100% sure what you're investing in. Point number two, brands. Now, you must understand that in most parts of Dubai, whether it's downtown Dubai, Business Bay, Dubai Marina, the prime plots are sold. There are very few areas where there are prime plots. Like, that's why I was explaining, but 10 months ago, I was like, Maritime City, there's this plot right on the sea at such a low cost, let's invest that. In Furjan, right in front of the train station, because once these plots are gone, they're gone, right? Now, and unfortunately, earlier the plot prices were very cheap. Like, for example, I told you previously, we drove to Marjan Island, we wanted to buy the plot, but at 550 dirham per square foot, it doesn't make sense to invest in a plot over there. So, people are buying plots at an extremely expensive price in Dubai at maybe not very prime locations. So they will have to use the help of a brand, again, which sort of links with point number one, to make it very powerful. So, you'll find very, very strong brands like Cavalli, Fendi, Frank Miller, Richard Miller. Who else is going to come? Lamborghini, Bugatti, They don't develop properties, right? They're into cars, they're into fashion. So they're not linked. Remember the basic principle I've mentioned to you, CDO. Who's your contractor? Who's your master developer? Who's your operator? Stick to your principles when it comes to investing in real estate, because these guys, maybe there'll be a few its and bits, a nice Cavalli couch or but that's not going to help you with investment. So don't be emotional when it comes to investment. Again, the same principle applies. A brand is great. I mean, if you look at the Fendi in Dubai Marina, it's not one of the fanciest buildings. I mean, it's a Fendi, but if there's a water leak, a Fendi's not going to help, right? So if you go to the reviews of the building, you'll find out, oh, there are leaks, there are issues, there are so many maintenance problems. Then Fendi goes off the window. You know, it's just the building. So be very careful. Don't fall for the brands. Be very sensible when it comes to investment. It's not about the brands. It is about the investment itself. Focus on your CDO and your pricing, and it'll be a safe investment. Now, point number 3 is funny. It's payment plans. Now, a payment plan is a fantastic tool for ROE because, especially see, a person like me who's an investor, I love taking advantage of payment plan because the mortgage rates were very high. Now I know they're coming down, but when you're paying a 6.5% on mortgage, if I can get an interest-free payment plan from the developer, I can leverage my cash. So a payment plan is a fantastic tool, but in a market where top brands like Emar, Miras, Akil, Aldar, they're selling on a 90-10, right? You're paying up to 90% on handover. It's literally like a 100% payment plan. Why is somebody selling at 1% a month? Now you'd hear it a lot. 1% a month, 0.5% a month. Take the property, pay after 3 years. It's not bad, but it's something to think about. Understand the price. Understand the price per square foot. Are they just exchanging the checks with the bank? So you're eventually just paying the bank. Is it a scheme, or is it reality? Is it actually a good deal? So there are a lot of red flags. You must understand in this market where a powerful product like Oasis, the villas were starting at 10 million dirhams. It sold out in when I say 60 seconds, people don't believe me. Let's say 1 hour, 60 minutes. You are telling me, and this is a 90-10, and they're not even investors, they're majorly end users, people who want to move to Dubai or live in Dubai, live in a good community. There, you're telling me a 1% a month is required. So why are they giving us those payment plans? It's a question you must ask. It's a question like, again, there are cases where I have sold payment plans. Impeccable developers, very strong record. You study their previous projects, they give you a good product, they give you a fantastic price. There are good deals, of course, it's real estate. There are opportunities, there are good opportunities, but don't fall for the wrong one, okay? So these 3 mistakes, avoid these 3 mistakes at all costs. Renderings can be hyped. Brands have no relationship with your property. I mean, more than I'm going to try and say a brand which is not associated. More than a Nike, more than an Adidas. My contractor is more important. If my brand is Nike, which I love, and the contractor is Babel Busa contractor, it's not going to help me, right? So brands, number 3, your payment plan. Understand, can be a good thing. I've seen somebody giving me a payment plan selling a product in JVC, a 1-bed for 1.5 million dirhams. That's not a good investment, all right? That's 100% not a good investment. It can be the best brand in the world, but it's not going to fly because I have no products over there. I think Demac is selling Galia at 950,000 dirhams. So and Demac Galia is great. It's a really good building, good investment. You can rent it out, you can sell it. It's a good investment. So be really careful. Avoid these 3 mistakes. Be safe. Make money. Thank you for watching. Mohammed Zahir.